You're not lazy. And I'm not going to tell you to just get up and do it, because you've heard that 100 times already, and it doesn't work. Today we'll figure out what's really behind your laziness and how to deal with it without forcing yourself. Let's be honest, you know exactly what needs to be done. The task is right in front of you. It's not even that hard. You seem to have enough time, but instead of starting, you pick up your phone just to check notifications, then one more video, then another, and suddenly 3 hours have passed and you still haven't done anything. Sound familiar? And then it comes, shame. You get angry at yourself. You call yourself lazy. You promise that tomorrow you'll definitely get to it. Tomorrow turns into Monday. Monday turns into next month. And this cycle repeats over and over again. At some point, you start believing that you're just that kind of person, lazy, weak-willed, that something is wrong with you. But here's the truth you need to hear. Laziness as a character trait doesn't exist. It's not a diagnosis, it's a symptom. And to get rid of it, you need to understand what's behind it. There's a constant war going on inside your head. On one side, the prefrontal cortex. This is the part of the brain that plans, sets goals, understands long-term consequences. Let's call it your inner adult. On the other side, the limbic system. It's responsible for emotions and wants pleasure right now. This is your inner child. When you're facing a task that seems boring, difficult, confusing, or just unpleasant, the child wins, almost every time. And it's not because you're weak, it's biology. Your brain has evolved over thousands of years to conserve energy and avoid anything that causes discomfort. Now think, what's really behind your procrastination? Maybe it's fear of failure. Somewhere inside, you're afraid you won't succeed, that the result won't be what you want. And to avoid facing that fear, it's easier not to start at all. Or it's perfectionism. You want to do it perfectly, and if it won't be perfect, then why even try? Or maybe you just don't understand why you need this. There's no internal meaning. The task feels imposed from outside, and your brain refuses to spend resources on it. Or you're simply exhausted, physically, emotionally, mentally, and your body is just demanding rest, but you call it laziness. Figure out what exactly is behind your procrastination, and you've already done half the work. Now let's get practical. Here are 5 techniques that actually work. The first one, the 2-minute rule. Your brain is afraid of big tasks. It looks at the whole project and thinks, this is too much, I can't handle it. So trick it. Tell yourself, I'll do this for just 2 minutes, not an hour, not until I finish, just 2 minutes. Want to start exercising? Don't set a goal to work out for an hour. Just put on your sneakers. Need to write a report? Open the document and write 1 sentence. Need to clean up? Put 3 things back in their place. The secret is that starting is 80% of success. After the first 2 minutes, it's usually harder to stop than to continue. You're already in the process, momentum is working for you. The second technique, remove the competition for your attention. The problem often isn't that the task is boring. The problem is that there are things nearby that give instant pleasure. Your phone, social media, videos, games. Your brain will always choose what gives dopamine faster and easier. Compared to TikTok, any work looks like boiled broccoli next to a chocolate cake. The solution is simple. Remove the competitors physically. Phone, in another room. Websites you get distracted by, block them with a special app. Log out of all social media accounts in your browser. Make it harder to get distracted than to work. When the boring task is the only available option, the brain gives up and starts doing it. The third technique is called if-then. This isn't just a life hack, it's a scientifically proven method that psychologists call implementation intentions. Instead of vague, I will exercise, formulate specifically, if it's 7 in the morning and I'm awake, then I immediately go for a run. Instead of, I'll spend less time on my phone, if I sit down for dinner, then the phone stays in another room. What are you doing? You're creating a trigger and attaching an action to it. The brain no longer needs to make a decision and spend willpower each time. It just follows a preset rule. This works. The fourth technique, visualize the consequences of inaction. Everyone says, imagine your success and you'll be motivated. But research shows something unexpected. When you vividly imagine that you've already achieved your goal, the brain relaxes. It thinks the work is already done and loses motivation to act. What works better? Honestly imagine what will happen if you keep procrastinating. Where will you be in a year? In 5 years? Will you be in the same place, with the same regrets, with the same to-do list that never got done? This isn't about scaring yourself. It's an honest conversation with yourself. Sometimes you need to see the cost of inaction to finally start acting. The fifth technique, reward yourself properly. Your brain repeats what brings pleasure. Right now, procrastinating gives you instant relief, and the brain remembers, avoiding tasks feels good. You need to change this equation. After each completed step, give yourself a small reward. Not when you finish the whole project, but right now, after this small action. Finished part of the work, have your favorite coffee. Studied for half an hour, watch an episode of a show. Did what you've been putting off. Allow yourself 15 minutes of social media without guilt. You're literally retraining your brain. It starts to associate action with pleasure, and next time there will be less resistance. Remember the main thing. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're a human with a brain that works according to certain rules. Before, you didn't know these rules. Now you do. Don't try to apply everything at once. Choose one technique, just one, and try it tomorrow. Not on Monday, not next month, tomorrow. A small step is better than a perfect plan that never starts. If this video was helpful, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. In upcoming videos, we'll break down how to deal with procrastination caused by anxiety and why motivation doesn't work. See you.